Hello, future Lancers, and congratulations on your acceptance to the University of Windsor. We're very excited for you to begin your journey at U-Windsor and would like to show you what your fall term first year will look like. As you are learning more of what is required for your accepted program, it is important to understand which courses will be essential in completing your degree. Required courses allow students to gain necessary information and create a fundamental base that will allow them to take future specialized courses in future years. Even though they are required courses for each program, students are also able to choose a certain number of elective courses. This allows students to expand their knowledge about other courses and subjects in different programs. This session will allow you to understand which courses are required and choosing your elective options, tips for planning a successful schedule, and where you can go for help. So the first course we have is for the movement science stream. So it's the KIN 1000 Health and Wellness. And this is just an introductory course and it'll examine health and wellness from both a local and global perspective. Personal health and wellness will be evaluated from a physical, mental, spiritual, and social perspective. Behavioral change and motivational techniques will be explored to aid in achieving a healthier lifestyle. This course will introduce various topics that impact the health and wellness of an individual, including physical activity, nutrition, obesity, stress, disease prevention, high-risk behavior, healthcare systems, alternative medicine, violence in society, and the environment. Current health and wellness issues within the community and media will also be presented. This course also is shared with the sport management and leadership, so you to actually take the course together. The next course we have is KIN 1010, and it's Principles of Mental Skill Training. This course surveys the psychological principles underlying cognitive techniques that can be used to improve performance and enjoyment in physical activity environments such as sport and exercise. Among the topics to be explored will be critical thinking, goal setting, anxiety control, and additional focus. Next, we have a fun one, is KIN 1650, Functional Anatomy, and it is an in-depth study of the human musculoskeletal system. Emphasis will be placed on the components of the skeletal, muscular, and nervous system. Joint articulations will be covered in detail. And lastly is the fundamental mechanics of human motion, also known as biomechanics. And it presents the quantitative fundamentals of mechanics as they apply to movements of the human body and the sport implements it handles. So in your first semester, once you take those 4 courses, you actually have the chance to choose an elective. And the elective can be taken from anywhere else within the university, as long as it fulfills the first semester requirements. So these are the major courses, as mentioned: health and wellness, principles of mental skills training, functional anatomy, fundamental mechanics of human motion or biomechanics, and lastly, the one non-HK course, which will be your elective. Moving on to the sport management and leadership, the required courses, we have, again, the health and wellness that was previously mentioned. And again, it's nice because you take the 2 classes together, so you actually get to know people in the other stream as well. Next, we have Principles of Sport Management, KIN 1500. And it's an introductory and analysis of the effective approaches governing the organization and administration of physical activity and sports programs. Areas of study involve management and programming of physical education and sport programs, finances and budgets, equipment and supplies, planning of indoor and outdoor facilities, time management, and public and human relations. Next, we have historical perspectives on physical activity and sport in Western civilization, also could be known as sport history. And this introductory course presents an overview of the significance of physical activity and sport in Western civilization from ancient Greece to the present by specific reference to selected topics in different eras through which the particular society may be examined. Within this framework, the relationship of physical activity and sport to such factors as economics, politics, and religion will be emphasized, as well as contribution to the culture. Next up, we have KIN 1200, Introduction to the Sport Industry. This course introduces students to macro aspects of the sport industry, including the key decision-making bodies, governance structures, funding pathways, and legal considerations in the public, nonprofit, and commercial sectors of sport and recreation. This course provides an overview of current industry trends and issues while exposing students to the wide variety of career opportunities that exist in sport and recreation. Students will gain a foundational understanding of the various sport systems that work to organize and administer sport and recreation at the community, national, and international levels. And lastly, just like the movement science stream, the sport management and leadership have the option as taking one elective that can help to fulfill your first semester requirements. So basically, in summary, these are the required courses for the first semester of the sport management and leadership program, and they are health and wellness, principles of sport management, historical perspectives on physical activity in sport and Western civilization, also known as sport history, introduction to the sport industry, and lastly, that one non-HK course as your elective. So tips for planning a successful semester. Some include going to talk to your GA or your prof. There's always office hours, and they're more than welcome to help you walk through any concepts that you didn't understand, help you on any assignments, maybe go over a test once you got it back to see what you did wrong. Another tip is to make sure that you look at your syllabus. The syllabus is basically the blueprint for the class. As long as you look through it, read through it, and make sure you understand it. Then again, if you can't understand something, if you go to office hours, they'll be more than happy to explain it to you. The syllabus is your way to knowing what is happening throughout the entire semester. When assignments are due, what is expected of you, even the emails for your profs and GAs. This is the most essential thing to know and look at before your semester begins. Another successful planning tip is get to know the people in your class. They're going through the same journey as you are, and they're taking the same courses. Talk to them, plan with them, hang out in the HK lounge, if you will. This will just allow you to have another avenue and more perspectives to really understand the course that you're taking. At the University of Windsor, we're here to help. Please remember that every faculty has an academic advisors and staffs that are happy to assist you. Please reach out to our staff if you require advice and assistance. You can also visit future.uwindsor.ca/plan your program to help plan your courses for the upcoming semester and connect with an academic advisor for additional support.